Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Jessica, also known as Naturally Nitty, and this is episode 200 and my notes
Two,
aren't yet. 200 and what?
three, two or
Three.
three,
203.
or two. I put the wrong label on our live streaming thing, so I'll have to switch it after we're finished. But it's 203.
Oopsies. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. That's what you get when you go live.
I'm Allena, also known as Starnitz. Today is May 1st, and this is our weekly podcast, hopefully. And this is a planning podcast, so get ready to go over the classes and then catch up with us. Oh, and if this is your first time watching, normally we're better off. But thanks for watching. And if you're a returning listener, thanks for coming back. We're glad you're back.
So pull up a chair, grab your knitting, and craft along with us, and take notes.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay. I actually signed up for the House Cup this term, which is exciting, but I was away for the weekend, so I have not read anything. I just got back last night. But anyway, so newts are underway. 50% would be due at the end of this month. Owls, I'm sure you can start getting your proposals in. And the 50% mark is at the end of this month as well. No? Yeah. Okay. It's been a while, guys. I'm sorry. I've been out of the House Cup loop.
Yeah, no, that is right. Like you should already have the last day was like April 22nd to propose your newt. And now is your owls if you want to do the owls.
Yes.
I didn't see the Order of the Phoenix, so I could have like missed it, but sometimes it starts a little bit later. So if we find it and I just overlooked it, sorry.
Okay.
Quidditch is, however, I did look and I put the schedule of events up. So the first one is a study of the quaffle, 5 base points for option 1 and 20 base points for option 2. You may choose only one of these options. A small bonus from the rest for crafting to fit Helga Hufflepuff. Yardage points are not in play for this match. And that is May 3rd through the 9th. So get ready and read up on Quidditch if you're going to play Quidditch.
Cool.
I think there's a Headmistress Challenge, but I also missed that. So I'm sorry.
That's okay. Those are extras. Well, all of those things are extras. So we'll get on to the classes.
Yes.
Actually, first, are you planning on doing an owl of any sort?
No, I'm an owl mistress, and even though they added that new owl, it kind of sounds like a newt to me. So, and I've learned I'm not good at newts. So no.
Okay. I'm not planning on doing anything crazy either. Basically, because I was kind of not organized or anything, so not.
Yeah, no, like I just don't have time anymore to do the big major projects like that.
Makes sense.
My life has gotten a little crazy. So my crafting time is limited to basically like things I can do in a month.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, arithmancy is the first class up. To learn more about arithmancy number 2, as demonstrated in the character of Professor Snape, you may do one of the following. Craft something with a minimum of 50% orange. Dude, this is my class. Or number 2, craft something with 2 parts. Suggestion, a project traditionally made of 2 pieces. Socks, mittens, or B, something constructed out of 2 parts, including a 2-ply yarn. I'm guessing that's for spinners. Non-RAV crafts will be accepted this month. No prior approval necessary. so that's cool.
Yeah.
I like orange.
I do not.
I wonder why that fits in. I didn't read any of the classes. Like I said, I just got back.
I kind of really didn't read either, so I don't know.
I'll go find out and read more.
Life has been insanely busy, and it's May, so it's the last month of school, and it's busy for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not doing my job enough.
That's okay.
So, yeah, astronomy. For this month, they were talking about a meteor shower. And so I did read this one. Craft something using a technique that took you a long time to learn to represent the longevity of this meteor shower and the orbit of Halley's Comet. This is all relative to the student. Just tell us how it was long for you. Craft something blue to represent the water bearer of the Aquarius constellation. Craft something red or purple to represent the garnet and amethyst birthstones of the Aquarius sign. So yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway.
No ideas what I'm gonna make. I actually had started a few things, which is bad of me, so I need to like finish a few things before I start anything new for classes. Okay, moving on to terms. Number 1, craft flowers and birds. Let's fill the charms class with flowers and birds of all colors and sizes. That sounds fun. Number 2, show your knowledge of the herbivorous charm. Did I say that right? Make something grow. Take something that you have already crafted and make it a second time, but this time make it bigger. Spinners, dyers, and weavers only. Take inspiration from the flowers and birds and use their colors in your project. A picture of your inspiration must be included in your turn-in. Cool.
Okay, that's a good one because it's spring, so that's why we're focusing on flowers and birds and stuff.
They're all coming out. We're starting to get green around here. We've had a lot of wet days.
Yeah. And it's been like so hot here. It's not even funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We'll talk about that later though. But yeah, so I think this would be fun for spinning because I have a lot of bright flowery colors, so
yes, I agree. That would be good.
Okay. So Defense Against the Dark Arts is choose one superhero or heroine as the inspiration for your project and craft something based on that individual. You can use the colors of their outfits, their powers, their origin stories, or anything else about them as the basis of your project. In turn, identifying the hero or heroine you choose and how your project fits him or her. That's a fun one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and with all the superhero movies coming out shortly, it could be a lot of fun too.
Yeah. No, that's a fun one.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I would pick though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm super excited about the Wonder Woman movie that's coming out, so maybe I'll do something for Wonder Woman. Like maybe I'll go see the movie and then do something. Or when does the movie come out?
I don't know.
I thought it was this month, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen a commercial lately. So the next one
is family and consumer science. Craft something for the home. Spinners and dyers should grow their own material using natural fibers or dyes. Non-RAV crafts will be accepted for crafting something for the home without prior approval. That's fun.
Yeah. I actually have some. So this month I have the girls' school has a spring festival, and I kind of have to do that. I'm doing like the festival part, like I'm doing the vendor part,
Okay.
like part of it. So I'm gonna have my star knits there. So I'm focusing on things like for the home, like my baskets and stuff. So I might, since I can do non-Ravelry costs for that, I bought some fabric yesterday, or yesterday, and washed it, and I just have to cut it and sew it. So I might put that in there.
I have been wanting, and I've said it on here before, but I want to weave up some curtains for my laundry room because the window in there, it lets in a lot of light, but it's right on the front porch. So like you can totally just see into the laundry room, which isn't that great. But I didn't want to just put blinds up. So I wanted to weave. I was thinking of doing some lino lace that I have in my rigid heddle book that I have. So I think I might try that. And that'll fit perfectly into that class.
Most definitely. Oh, I'm up. Sorry. Next up is History of Magic. Students, this month we want you to craft in the colors of candy or cakes. Please feel free to show us where you got your inspiration. There will be a bonus for those who do so. So you went to the Hansel and Gretel house. Well, not Hansel and Gretel, the witch's house. And that's why you're making candy or cake things.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And it's in colors. So any sugary colors.
That's real fun. I like candy and cake. Yeah, you could do anything. Because you can pretty much find color in any kind of candy.
True that.
Cake. Or you could even do rainbow because they have those like rainbow cakes, the layered cakes.
And then you could like eat it while you're wearing whatever you made and turn it in.
I bet they'd love that. All right. Muggle Studies is up next. Task: study a Muggle currency. Any Muggle currency is eligible. Craft something inspired by your Muggle money. Please tell us about your Muggle money and how it inspired your crafting. Bonus for students who include a picture of their inspirational money. That's easy enough.
That is.
You can make little coin purses or something easy like that. Or you could go with color. There's some money out there that's way fun with color. Not in the US, but
if you look at American quarters, they have all like the states, all the different states on the backs. So you could do anything really. And it's American money, and then just show a picture of whatever state you're doing, like whatever you're doing about the state, like
right,
whatever's on there.
I hear ya.
And depending on what euro you get, there's different like faces on it, so you could do that too. It's pretty wide open, actually.
A lot of the classes are, which is good.
Yeah.
Because I tend to make things and then try and fit them in later. So
right. That's what I do too. So potions. Your homework this month is to craft something that gives you life. This could be crafting with an exciting or pleasant yarn or fiber, creating something in your favorite color, or making your dream project. But please tell us how it gives you life.
That's cool.
So that's cool because it can be anything relating to you and how it gives you life.
Yeah. I'd have to think about it a little bit, but yeah, no, it's not
so I think I might finish up the spinning that I have had on my wheel for like a month that I still haven't finished, and maybe spin something because I miss spinning, and that definitely gives me life. Like I've been sitting here looking at it and been sad because I don't have time to do it.
I hear ya.
So yeah,
spinning a lot lately, but we can talk about that as we move on to our
regularly scheduled podcast.
Yes. Do you have any mojo? I feel like we're playing Go Fish.
I do. I finished 5 crochet dishcloths, and I'm still waiting on Jaji's, I think. I have to double check and see who sent me their dishcloths and who did not. But I'm almost ready to send out those packages, but I think I'm just waiting on 1 or 2 people.
Awesome.
So I finished 5 of them, but I think I might have talked about them last time. Maybe not.
Maybe, I don't know. We need to do something else though, because, well, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, but that's all that I finished.
You talked about your woven ones. Did you crochet some too, or did you weave more?
Okay, so the woven ones were really bad. So I decided to keep them for myself and crocheted some 5.
Okay.
For the swap, because I felt bad because the woven ones were that bad. Like, that bad. Aww. So, yeah. And I kind of actually did finish other stuff. So I'm joining a blanket for a Slytherin hug. I have to weave in the ends, but I finished it.
Love it.
And I pulled out squares to finish, to start another one. So I have to weave in the ends of this one and take a picture of it and turn in for detention.
Very cool.
But I finished it like Friday, maybe. So yeah, I do have mojo. Okay, so how about you? Any mojo?
I do. I finished Leah's socks. Well, I have to weave in ends, but they're still finished. I finished the knitting.
Yeah, that's cool.
But they're ginormous, and I could basically wear them because she has big feet now, which is crazy. So yeah, there's 2. Knit Picks Felici. Just a top down, heel flap, nothing fancy.
I have a goal to knit all the striping socks.
I love stripes. They're great.
All the sock yarn. I have a goal to knit socks out of the sock yarn that I have that is striping. That's my goal.
That's a good goal.
It's a goal that I've had since I bought them, but my goal is now to actually knit them for real. Because I can knit socks.
Cast on a pair. Right now. Do it. And then you can turn.
I have a pair of needles that are not self-striping that I will talk about in whips.
Okay. Well, okay, so that's all I have for mojo. We can move on to whips.
You turn that in for detention.
Sadly, I wish I wouldn't have, but I didn't. I did. Okay, so I started a pair of socks for my dad.
Your dad? Just yours?
Just my dad, not your dad, mine. But I started it on the way up to Crafters Retreat, which I went to this weekend on Thursday, which was not the first because today's the first. Right. So I won't be able to hand them in for anything but detention.
Oh, I like that. What pattern is that?
There's no pattern. I just cast on 72 stitches and did a twisted rib and then a purl bump row to like really make the ribbing stand out.
Oh, so the browns in that, just the way the color is, it just looks like a pattern. That's why I was like, what pattern is that?
So the yarn, Lauren has borrowed my acid dyes and she started dyeing different yarn and stuff. She wants to get into dyeing, so I like let her play with my stuff. Well, her and Trevor both are doing it. They were playing around with some dye, and she wanted it to be, I think, like purples and something else. She had a plan for it, and Trevor took it and was like, let's put it in here, and put it in saffron.
Oh, no.
Thinking was gonna be like a reddish color, and it was a yellow color, so it totally like screwed up what she had planned. So she sent me a picture and she's like, do you like this? Be real. And I was like, it looks good. It's like autumny, kind of manly like. So she's like, you can have it if you'll use it. So I said, yeah, I'll make dad socks out of it. So I did. So I started, but it's pretty. I like it. It's just not what she was going for. But yeah, so I started. Just plain old socks. So those I'll just have around and work on when I can, but I won't go crazy on them because I can't turn them in for a class. And I totally wasn't thinking. I should have just waited. But I knit on them in the car. So whatever. But because I had got the Knit Picks Felici when it was on sale, and it was like, I've talked about this last time, but when it was under $7 for a pair of socks, so I got it for all the kids and Dad and Mary, so I could make them socks. Well, them for Christmas, the kids for whenever. But the one I got for Dad it was indigo and had stripes on it. But the indigo was way more purpley than sometimes indigo can be. Like, I think it's a toss up, like indigo. Anyways. But it was way more girly looking in person than what I thought it would be. So that's why I'm doing his out of this.
That's cool though.
And that's, oh, that's not all I have. I also have my, my Find Your Fade shawl, which I worked on a little bit. I haven't been working on it a ton, but it's growing large.
It is large,
as you can see. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My 7th color. I have 9. I just started the 7th. Oops, that fell. But I'm having to change the colors out in a different way because I have 9 colors instead of 7. So I have to like kind of mess with the pattern a bit, but whatever. But it's going. I should just like buckle down and get it done. But
yeah, I was just thinking like, why didn't you knit that in the car?
Because you're talking and stuff, and not that it's hard or anything. It's really easy actually, but I don't know. Yeah, I should have. That would solve 2 problems. I would be farther on that, and I would not have started the socks out of the month. But whatever.
I think it's
I could rip the socks out and restart them. Yeah, but I won't do that. Yeah, so that's it for my whips.
So my whips are, I'm joining this blanket that I had all these squares from when I first started really crocheting again. I did like a swap, remember? And I was joining them, and I had this much left and no yarn. Well, I was at the store and I found the color again.
Good.
So finishing it, I'm going to actually put another row on around the outside and finish this blanket. This one is for myself. It's not like a hug or anything. So I'm like working on that currently, actually. I just threw the yarn across the room. But I also am still weaving this baby blanket because I've been really busy. So I haven't been able to finish it. So like, this is where I am.
Do you need to finish it by a certain date or anything? I forget.
The baby shower was like a week ago. So I need to finish it, yes.
Okay.
I just haven't had time to really sit down. So like, and weave. So it's just sitting there. I'm not finishing it. And I can't really take it with me when I go and babysit. But the crocheting I can.
Right.
So that is why it's still sitting there. And I'm a big time procrastinator. So yeah. There's that. I also have these socks that I put in a sock box probably a month ago. Yeah. I went to Steel City Fiber Festival in April. And people were asking if these sock boxes can fit socks in them. Like for real. Like they're like, oh, I knit 2 at a time. And I'm like, I do too. And they do fit. So I was like, well, I have 2 of these box bags. So I will just take one and use it and then let people see it in use because I actually don't have a sock box. So long story short, I cast on a pair of socks that weekend.
Just so you can show off.
I had traded the couple weeks before that for this Thor's Hammer yarn. And And so that's what I cast on using size 2 needles. I'm pulling out the card. So I traded a bag for the yarn. This is Fairy Tale Knits and her Thor's Hammer. Is that backwards for you?
No, it's right.
Okay.
What is, you said two on twos, and I'm like, what weight is the yarn?
Because it's sport weight.
Makes
Normally
sense.
I knit on ones. And the colorway is called House Elf.
Okay.
And so I also have inside here I have my knit kit. So if it's that, and I have the 2 socks, and I'm doing toe up socks. Obviously, I'm doing the Aquaphobia pattern.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's like a slip stitch all the way up, right? Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's I'm pretty sure it's,
yeah, it's like knit one, slip one.
so you knit one, slip one, and then you knit around, and then you knit one and slip on the opposite.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I'm doing toe up socks with the difference. So you increase like 1, and then you increase going up the bottom of the heel, and you don't feel it at all on your foot when you're wearing them.
Okay.
And then it has a heel flap, because I just like the way heel flap socks fit better than like I like short roast heels because they're easy, but I find when I wear them they slip around my foot, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I like the heel flap because they just stay. So this toe up socks with the difference pattern is a Wendy Johnson pattern, and that's what I like to use for heels because it's a heel flap pattern, but toe up. So anyways, but I'm on the increase in case you couldn't tell. And this pattern's like super easy. You just keep going round and round. And it's made to like split up pooling, but like I find with Dawn's yarn, how she dyes it, it doesn't really pool anyways. So I probably didn't need to do that, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And this is like my carry around knit project with me. So, you know. So when I finish these, I will turn them in for detention because it's been like 2 months. Like I said, I don't have a lot of knitting time anymore. So, you know, but I think when I finish these, I'm going to start socks on ones and my self-striping sock, or self-striping sock yarn, and just knit vanilla socks. So, but let me say, like those twos are Audi lace. I do not like the cords on them. They give me so many problems. I hate them so much. I am like a big Chiagu person. I love their cords and joins and everything. So anyways, that was my little plug for that. But anyway, so that's what I'm knitting on and weaving when I have time, which I don't have much. Cool. So yeah. That's it, right? For whips? What's after whips?
You spin me right round.
Are you spinning anything?
I am. I'm currently at the second. I just started some Rolex. They're well, this is kind of funky looking because I've been using it, but kind of like a bluish gray. My lighting in here is not that great, and different colors. This one is the yellow. I had just finished up at camp spinning my unicorn guts, or having on the unicorn guts Rolex, and so that was 2 ounces, and I thought I would spin up this set and then ply the two together, see how that turns out.
Oh, cool. So is that the fun dip at night?
No, that's I'm calling them happy little clouds.
Oh, okay.
I have, hold on, let me grab.
Ross by chance?
It's the current set I'm working on.
Oh, cool.
So there's a couple different colors, and yeah. So these are more like a bluish gray, but there's you know, a fun color with them.
Yeah, that's cool.
In orange. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Applied with the thing. So here's my turtle of unicorn guts.
Nice. Like, how thin is it?
Huh?
How thin is it? Like, what do you think it'll be when applied together? No?
Uh-oh, we're having technical difficulties.
How thin is it? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I think she went off. So I hope that you guys can see us. We're supposed to have like a chat feature, but I'm not sure if we do. Let me see. Can anyone hear me? Hello?